We've had 2 weeks of intensive and meaningful conversations about the economy and the strategic direction that the government and the central bank working together would like to see over the medium term. I am very pleased to say that we have found significant common ground through these conversations. Prime Minister, we've heard from you that your government's main priorities include EU accession, sustainable growth, and the rule of law. Governor, you described the goals of the central bank under your leadership as promoting more transparency and efficiency in the financial sector while doing the central bank's part to enable Montenegro's adaptation to climate change. The IMF is ready to help the country achieve all of these goals. As a friend and partner, we have always stood by the Montenegrin people, providing our policy advice, technical assistance across a wide range of areas, and emergency financing during the darkest days of the pandemic. We will continue determinedly down the path of partnership with the same drive and the same commitment in the future. I will briefly summarize the main points of our concluding statement. It has been posted in Montenegrin language at the central bank's website, and I hope that everybody has had a chance to look at it. In 2023, the economy has enjoyed yet another strong year. It is likely to have expanded by 6% or more. Tourism and consumption are both expected to remain strong this year, but their growth rates are expected to moderate. Therefore, we currently also expect economic growth in 2024 to moderate to about 3.7%. In this, we are well aligned with both the Ministry of Finance as well as the central bank's current forecasts. Inflationary pressures have continued to abate, but we caution against complacency. At the end of 2023, the inflation differential with the euro area narrowed to about 1.5 percentage points. But whether this narrowing trend will continue will depend very much on international commodity and food prices, as well as the ability to keep domestic wage and demand pressures well managed. Skillful management of public capital spending will help support medium-term growth. Still, in our view, it is vital to recognize the importance of investing in 3 equally critical areas beyond infrastructure and tourism. First is economic diversification, particularly in renewable energy. Second is in creating a legally thriving small and medium enterprise sector. And third is enhancing the labor force participation of women. All of them are equally critical for Montenegro's growth. In fact, these 3 areas are frequently overlooked, and yet in today's increasingly fragmenting world that also faces increasing climate risks, they represent some of the most promising yet safe investments in Montenegro's future growth prospects. Over the next 5 years, Montenegro has high external financing needs. The country will be asking a lot from the world, and in turn, the world will naturally ask Montenegro for a credible, medium-term fiscal strategy. Such a strategy requires public debt to be anchored in a manner that is consistent with Montenegro's EU accession goals and its own fiscal responsibility laws. The IMF is ready to help with a medium-term fiscal strategy that is consistent with both. We will also provide capacity development for Montenegro's tax policies, revenue administration, debt management strategy, and public investment management, including with regard to aspects pertaining to climate change. As Governor Radovic has said, a transparently governed and efficient financial sector is essential to reach these medium-term goals. We will always be of the view that the central bank's operational independence is a necessary condition for its success. We also stand ready to provide technical assistance to the central bank on its transparency code and on further strengthening its supervision capabilities. All put together, Prime Minister and Governor, the energy that we have observed in the last 2 weeks makes us excited to begin a new chapter of cooperation and collaboration with Montenegro in the areas that lie within the IMF's mandate and expertise. I will be happy to elaborate further on areas of interest to you, the media. You reach and communicate with individual households that are the heart and soul of this beautiful and amazing country. I therefore consider the responsibility of communicating with you to be nothing less than sacred. But please accept my apologies for the fact that I have not made the kind of progress in learning to speak fluent Montenegrin as I had hoped for, so I'll have to stick to English. But I will keep trying. Hvala vam.